Oh, it was very bad. The New York Times says that Trump's speech was dark and divisive at Mount Rushmore, leaning into culture wars and barely mentioning the pandemic. Can you believe that in a speech that had nothing to do with the pandemic at Mount Rushmore right before the 4th of July? He didn't mention the pandemic that we're trying to push. He didn't mention our narrative. He didn't play into it. CNN called it dark and divisive, and they obviously nothing in the text of the speech was dark or divisive. It just talked about how great our history was, how great those men were, how great we are, and how great we can be in the future because the best is yet to come. So they had to look at the site. They said the very fact that they're at Mount Rushmore is evidence of how dark and evil and racist and bigoted and unjust this man is. Here's CNN.
Kicking off the Independence Day weekend, President Trump will be at Mount Rushmore, where he'll be standing in front of a monument of 2 slave owners and on land wrestled away from Native Americans, told that be focusing on the effort to, quote, tear down our country's history.
That's really awful and dark and awful, isn't it? I guess CNN just hates Mount Rushmore. Maybe there's something wrong with Mount Rushmore. Maybe we've just been so wrong about this all the time. Oh no, it's pure hypocrisy, because 4 years ago, when Bernie Sanders, noted left-winger, showed up to Mount Rushmore, CNN could not have been happier.
This is our country at its very best. What an incredible achievement.
Visiting Mount Rushmore today, Bernie Sanders taking in the majesty of the moment, this monument to 4 great American presidents.
Just the accomplishment and the beauty here. It really does make one very proud to be an American.
This is America at its best. It makes you proud to be an American. It's so beautiful. Even CNN admits 4 great American presidents. You know it's fake when it's in the news. That was a line from Kanye West's recent song, Kanye West, possibly our future president, which we'll get to in a moment. This is what fake news is. They don't care about Mount Rushmore. They don't care about George Washington or Thomas Jefferson. They just care about attacking Trump, and Donald Trump is the representative for you. They want to attack you, who they think are deplorable and irredeemable and bitter clingers and all manner of evil. The instrument through which they will attack you doesn't matter. If Bernie Sanders, if Joe Biden, I guess now is the nominee, had given a speech at Mount Rushmore, all we would have heard for the last 2 weeks is how great Mount Rushmore is. If Joe Biden had given a speech on how wonderful George Washington is, we'd have heard hour to hour, 24/7 media coverage of how George Washington was a great man and how he would have hated Donald Trump. There's no solid logic here. It's just Democrat good, Republican bad. Biden good, Trump bad. Left good, right bad. That's all it is. And there are some squishy people on the right who want to say, maybe they've got a point. You know, maybe we shouldn't have Mount Rushmore. Maybe we shouldn't. Jefferson did own slaves. It's not about that, guy. You're trying to appease people and come to an accommodation with people who have no desire to reconcile with you on the left. They just want to club you and attack you. And the sooner you can pull up an example from the media for virtually all of these stories. How many do you have to watch before you realize they don't want to be friends with you? Okay, they don't like you very much. They don't like this country. This video is sponsored by BlinkSale, the revolutionary invoicing software for contractors and small businesses. Spend less time billing and more time making bank with BlinkSale. Get a free trial at the link in the video description.